Good morning. It is Vlogust day 20.
Vlogust.
I knew it was coming. Knew it was coming. We just dropped our stuff.
The people have commented that they like my Vlogust.
You're singing a Vlogust? Okay.
Yes.
Well, if the people like it.
The people like it. They have spoken.
As I was saying, we just went to the post office. We're heading back home now.
And the UPS.
Our day's official work today consists of a Plush raid train at 2 p.m. and then we have to record with Buffalo Picker at 8. Is that right?
7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah, sometime this evening.
Yes.
So that's the official plan today. We're gonna just keep working on our organization and listing and stuff in between. And just getting stuff done. Whoops.
We're getting stuff done. I had a good eBay sale. $150 of a model kit.
Came from a storage unit.
Came from the hoarder unit.
I had a good eBay sale too. It was $89, and I got that at McKay's using McKay's credit. I paid $40 McKay's credit and sold it for $89 cash. So that was a very good purchase, I say.
Cash.
Yeah.
You got paid cash.
Well, I got paid money on eBay that I could turn into cash.
You can turn it into cash.
Check into cash. But anyway,
we're driving by the way. One of our friends has a couple of booths.
Antique booths back
Antique
there.
Mall right over there, which is Magnolia Market, which is a pretty good little place right there. We've gotten a couple items in there that we run on Battle of the Best and basically broke even on it. But it's a really, really good store. We don't do booths anymore.
Thank goodness.
We have done them. We did them for what, about 3 years?
Longer than that. More like we started in 2017 and we quit in early 2024.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was late 17, early 2024, probably about 6 years.
6 years we did those. And we only paid rent 3 times during that entire time. And 2 of them were during COVID.
Yeah.
And one of them was
right at the end.
Right at the end. And
we weren't putting our effort into it.
Yeah.
But the rest of those months, we were bringing home a nice little paycheck. Or some months a nice paycheck. Some months it was just a paycheck. But
well, and the thing that we did was Tracy and I looked at the breakdown of how many hours we were putting in versus how much money we were making, and it ended up being like close to $5 an hour.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And I was like, that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
For us, it started as, okay, this is great. We don't really have to source for the booth. We just use stuff from our storage unit. And for the most part, that's what we did. Every now and then we'd see something at a yard sale that just spoke to us. But mostly we were just taking leftovers from the booth. So it seemed like, okay, well, we don't have anything invested in this. This is just free money, until we, like we said, we started thinking about how many hours we spent tagging stuff, taking stuff up there, cleaning.
We
so
used
much
it like a storage.
We did.
More than anything for some of the bigger stuff that we would get.
So much stuff would get broken in the unit.
Oh gosh.
I mean, and we were cleaning it up, and it wasn't fun. And for us, although reselling is our full-time job and we make money and everything, the key to us is that we want to have fun while we're doing stuff. Is every task fun? No, it is not fun to ship a bunch of shoes in boxes that don't necessarily fit shoes.
No,
that was not fun.
We discovered that we do not have the boxes to ship shoes that are in boxes.
No,
so
it was rough.
It was hard. And
a lot of cutting down and things like that.
We have the USPS shoe boxes, but not everything was going priority.
And a lot of things weren't singles either.
Yeah.
I did use a couple of those for singles, but you got 2-3 pairs of shoes. We were having to figure out a box that fit, and it was tough. But on the overall,
it wasn't fun.
No, but it was fun having the show.
The show was a blast. It was fun to do the show. And Jay Ride Flips, he was an amazing host. He wants to do a co-stream with us. We've
got to sit down and figure out when we're going to do our next couple of shows on there, because we do have a busy week coming next week. I doubt we'll be able to fit one in there, just because we're going to be gone from Thursday through Sunday completely off-grid, other than maybe running a little...
Did you say off-grid?
We're going to be off-grid.
We're going to be off-grid, guys. You're not going to see any Vlogust from...
they'll be Vlogust.
So then we're not going to be off.
No. We're just going to be not running shows for a few days. Unless we've got, I think, might have one little tiny train, but...
Yeah, we were asked to be on a raid train. Well, we had to politely decline.
Actually had to politely decline 2 during that trip, because one was one of Marcy's trains where it was like an A to Z, and we would have had to have 26 precise items, and that was a lot to try to figure out.
And to try to do it and keep all of that stuff with us in the truck. And then the other one was a
speed train.
Speed train.
I think we do have another train that's something simple. It's the Battle of the Best. That's what it is. We're just bringing a watch along with us and running a watch, which us doing Battle on the Best from the road is kind of a thing.
We also have a new thing too, and I think, we're going to try to do our make up a t-shirt today. That Jack's Treasures is the biggest little seller on Whatnot, and we came up with that idea because we literally are not a big seller.
We are a tiny little seller,
we're just me and Tracy. All of these big sellers have crews and employees.
But we push through and we try to be as big and bold as we can be.
But people act like we're these big sellers. We go into rooms and it's like, Jack's Treasures is in here.
Jack's Treasures is the baby.
we're just little small sellers that like to have fun, But so we're gonna get a shirt made up that basically says Whatnot's biggest little seller, and I think it's kind of cool.
But anyway, like I said, we're heading home. I'll be back later. We'll update you with what's going on if anything cool happens, and more than likely nothing cool will happen, and I'll still update you. We'll see ya. Hey guys, we're back. It's actually the next day. It is the 21st now, but we're going to close up this video for the 20th of Vlogust. We did our recording last night with Buffalo Picker Buffalo Tommy.
You guys are going to love that episode. I'm going to tell you something right now. If you've ever thought about selling on Amazon or Walmart, check out that episode. It's on What Not Another Reselling Podcast, which we're going to launch on Sunday. We were on there with Tommy, and you will get to learn the origin of the whale shark.
There have been, I can think of 2 others videos that we've done with people that I felt like that if we and they had the time, we could sit and talk all day. And this one falls in that category. The other 2 I'm thinking of would be the one with I Love Discounts and Dan in Demand, because, well, Dan can just talk. And I was
thinking J Ride from
yes, Flips, that one too.
And definitely Jeremiah, Jeremy from...
I wasn't there for that one, but yes, J Ride was that way too. There's just ones where we have so much to talk about because they have such an interesting story, and Buffalo was just like that. We could have kept going all night, but he had things to do, we had things to do, so we did have to wrap it up in a little over an hour.
Yeah, a little over an hour. I think it was an hour and 20 minutes.
No.
I gotta throw in the word. Give us a brief introduction, because when we did I Love Discounts, I said, well, introduce yourselves, and 25 minutes later we were on to the first question.
I Love Discounts, I'm pretty sure I answered 8 out of 10 questions in their introduction.
Yes. Yes. And so I think we're gonna have to just add the word brief introduction when we're doing ours. But
it's awesome, and I love however they work out. It is always fun. We love doing the podcasts. It is a joy for us.
I think really we don't get a lot of people watching the podcast, which is fine, because we're not doing it really to become monetized. We really don't care about the monetization of the podcast. We're doing it more for Tracy and I to talk to other resellers. It's almost like a meetup.
It is.
But not a meetup.
And the beauty of it to me is these tend to be a little more evergreen than some content out there. You can go back and you can watch our very first guest on there, which was Grams and Pops Vintage.
Corey,
and you're going to pull some information from that even 6 months later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people do watch the old ones too.
And that's one of the things that I was literally thinking about doing for one of our for a supplemental one, is I'm going to do one like some of our funniest moments, sort of like how they do. What do they do? Those
like a blooper reel?
Yeah, sort of like a blooper reel, right? We watched blooper reels last night on YouTube. It was freaking hilarious. All right, but I was thinking about doing something like that and just grabbing little clips from each one of our episodes, and you know, our like shocking moments, or here's one of our gaffes, because I go out raw, guys. We go out raw. I don't edit, you know?
And Brian and I both have a tendency to trip over words, so it happens.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one more thing we're going to cover in this video, and then we need to wrap it up. I got a message back today, 2 days ago, or actually I guess it was Monday at this point. Yeah, Monday. We had an issue with shipping on Whatnot. They put some of the numbers in.
Three of them. 3 of them in a row.
The weights we had in did not come out correctly when we printed them. 2 big heavy items came in at like 3 ounces, and one item that was supposed to be like 8 to 11 ounces came in at like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
The chat was actually the ones that was telling us this. And we're like, no, we're changing it.
Right.
And Tracy, it's a video game console show, and we do random polls. And Tracy will go through every single one of our listings
and make sure it's the right
and
weight.
make sure it's the right weight. She guesses on the weight.
Yeah,
it's fairly accurate.
It's at least going to get us to the end where all of our packages are going to be close enough that if anything, it just needs a tiny adjustment.
Yeah, but we had 3 of them.
3 of them
needed full adjustments. One of them cost us $18 to ship.
Because
we took it. We took it. I'm like, I don't care.
Because those 2 big items were in the same package, and the package was supposed to weigh something like 15 pounds, and it came back to us and it was only supposed to weigh like 2 pounds. So we did wind up having to eat like an $18 adjustment, because that is not, when it's that I don't know that word.
Egregious.
When it's that far off, Whatnot doesn't cover it. So we just immediately paid it, because I want to ship next day every time.
Yeah.
So we paid it, and then I sent a message to Whatnot, and I told them, hey, we had this problem. I'm not looking for a refund. I specifically used those words. I'm letting you...
We were just bringing it to their attention that, hey, let's check this out to see what happened.
Yep.
Because we don't want it to happen to a smaller seller that
it's going to hurt them bad.
Maybe only sold 20 items in that show, and then made $100, and then all of a sudden they got to shell out, $15, $20 because of a mess up like that.
So
and it's funny because we're not large sellers at all, even though our new little thing is to call ourselves the biggest little sellers on Whatnot. We're not either one of those. We're not small sellers, and we're not big sellers. We are where we need to be, but we want to bring attention to it. Now, if they give us a refund, hey, that's fine. If they don't, hey, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna see what happens today, because we're gonna be shipping our Plush from yesterday, which we had random pulls on that one too, but I didn't adjust any of the weight, so it might not affect anything. But maybe it was just the fact that we were adjusting the weights during the show. We don't know. Yeah,
but anyway, we had the problem. I wrote them. I said I wasn't even looking for a refund.
And you guys are going to hear the result of that on tomorrow's Vlogust.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Brian is not letting me I've been trying to get this out for 6 minutes, and now he cuts me off again. We'll be back tomorrow.